You guys remember tar and feathering? You know, I think they should bring back tar and feathering for certain offenses, like they used to do in the Wild West or in the old early America, where they dip somebody in or paintbrush them with hot tar, which in itself is painful and shitty, and then roll you in the fucking chicken feathers because you're plucking chicken. You're a chicken plucking motherfucker, dude. Am I right? Hey, by the way, hey, you thieving bastards. I know, like what happened? You just forgot about you thieving bastards. I didn't forget, dude. Hey, you thieving bastards. What about tar and feathering people? For real, dude. And then I was thinking, like, you know what the most important thing is for inexcusable, not inexcusable, but they are inexcusable, but for non rehabilitatable offenses, right? Like rape, chomo, those are two just off the top that are hands down non rehabilitatable. Like we know 100% of those people will go on to reoffend. Like we know that. So instead of wasting everybody's time and energy, why would you just not tar and feather those people? Because it's uncomfortable. It's humiliating. I mean, it's probably like burns your skin. Like you probably have like first and second degree burns, but it's impossible to get off. When I was a kid, dude, here in Southern California, and there was oil rigs off of the fucking coast everywhere you could see, it wasn't uncommon to come out from surfing and be covered in tar. And fucking tar is a bitch to get off. Like it's gonna be on there for days, forever. I could see how like if somebody roofing, you've done roofing before, dude, it's impossible to get off. It's gonna take fucking forever. And that's just a little bit that you get on yourself here and there. Like imagine like somebody's tarred, dude, painted with fucking tar, and then what's up, Jeffro? And then feathered, dude. Right? Because like we don't pluck chickens no mo. Like off grid people do. I've done it recently. I'm a dove eating fool, you know, really. So and you can't just get those at the stow. So I gotta get my own doves, and yeah, I get it, dude. I get it. Feathers, bro. Feathers. I had a moth. I have some moths, as we speak, dude, tearing through my fucking taxidermy birds situation. And that's it. It's impossible. I've done it all. I tried it all. Like they'll fucking eat unedible shit that's been like treated. It's crazy. But anyway, I have mad feathers, dude, that just go to the fucking trash. Like it happens. Like if somebody was like, "Hey, we're doing a tarn. We need some feathers," I'd be like, "I got you. I got you." But here's the thing about that, dude. Not only does it save taxpayers a lot of money, but it warns the people in the next town, even months or maybe a year after the fact. You fucking, you know what I mean? Like you're doing something and you go to reach and there's a little tar spot with some feathers on it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you could see how like people be like, "Oh, what'd this motherfucker do?" Like it's a warning, dude. It serves as a warning to the next fucking town, to the next place, to the next place. Tar and feathering. Just saying, dude. They should. Here's the thing. We have a form of digital tar and feathering called the internet, right? That's pretty cool. In a way, it is. It has been brought back, because think about it. When people do something stupid, everybody fucking knows about it. You could dig it up. I just don't like this person, and I'm gonna start digging, and I'm gonna find the dumbest shit this person has done in every instance. So it's literally like a form of digital tar and feathering, dude. Right? Am I right? Which I support. I'm like with that. I don't think like you should point out people's nakedness or iniquities when we ourselves have so much fucking shit to work on, but I think it's like a good warning because people certainly don't tell you who the fuck they are or what the fuck they're up to. I was watching this thing on body language experts, dude. I should shout out the channel, dude, but I fucking didn't. I didn't write it down, and I'm not gonna stop in the middle of this to go back and look. But They were doing Ted Bundy. Well, I watched him go through everybody, you know? I watched him go through a lot of people, dude. Apparently, your boy is a fucking psychopath and a master manipulator. Your boy meaning me. Because I do a lot of things. Like I just did it right there. Putting the brows up and hand gesturing like me, right? I'm trying to, that's like a way of, that's what people do to like, you know, when they want to make a point that gains your sympathy or your, I mean, your opinion on their side, like, you know, pleading your case, and I'm it, you know what I mean? So that's it right there. That's it. Everything that this motherfucker was doing, I do it too, dude. And they were just remarking on how, like, skilled of a master manipulator this motherfucker is. And they're also pointing out the quick eye movements that never stop. And that's because they're fucking a severe fucking predator, dude, that's always analyzing every fucking inch of everything that's fucking going on. And because an opportunity might present itself. And that's crazy shit, dude. That's true. See, that when they say that's a symptom of PTSD, I don't think that's, I think it's a symptom. PTSD causes you to go on survival mode, turns your brain into a predator mode. So that's why they're, it's not a symptom of PTSD. It's that PTSD is turning you into an animal or making your mind go back to more of a primitive. I was reading an account of Billy the Kid, and the guy was saying, you know, describing him, and he said, and he had really, his eyes never seemed to stop moving for a fucking second. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Billy the Kid would have had to been on some fucking predator shit, dude. I mean, after everybody's like, maybe not at first, or like his quote unquote supposed fucking crime, he fucking might not have been like that. But after everybody was like after him and people want to make a name for themselves and everybody wants to gunfight you, he probably developed that characteristic. But they're just crazy, dude. Like, they got it down. Every single fucking little movie. It's really interesting. It's fascinating, dude. You should just go fucking search it. Those dudes will come up. You'll see it. Shed, what's up, my brother? So we'd go live on fucking TikTok, dude, but I always get myself in trouble over there. I gotta go move some plants around and stuff. And I'm gonna do some fucking caffeine. Yeah, dude. But that's what got me thinking about the tar and feathering and all that shit. And I was just thinking of all these master manipulators I know. And the body language started going back. It's really fucking deep, dude. Hardcore. And psychopath. I don't fucking disagree that I'm a psychopath for a second, but I'm a psychopath in a good way. Like they say Mother Teresa was a psychopath. She was a terrible person to be around. She was very pushy. She was very mean. She talked to people. And I could imagine why, dude. Like, dude, when you hit a certain level, we have a name for yourself. People want to fucking make a name for themselves. You know what I mean? And just by hanging out with you. I know somebody that got a picture with Mother Teresa. And I'm like, there it is there. This is like somebody I know in life. That's like a really good person. She used to be a nun, actually. But I was like, see, there you go there. You were trying to get a picture with her. For what? For what? For your own ego, your own, like, you're into, like, God and, you know what I mean? Like, this is what we're doing, you guys. I'm going to plant some ice plant back here. You guys know about pickle ice plant? So you can get this shit anywhere. California loves it. It makes a big flower. It won't die on you. This thing is full of water. You just pull it up on the ground and find it's rooted. Like every 2 feet, this plant will root. Pickle ice plant. Every 2 feet, it will root. So it's great ground covering, great fire barrier. Dude, it grows. If you water it, it grows so fast and so quick. You can make a fucking fire barrier. And it's a habitat, dude. Like, I don't know if you guys know that, but food plotting. Dude, there goes a dove right there. There goes a dove right there. Look, there's one dove right there, you guys. And then there's another dove over here, dude, and they're not together. Fuck. They should get together. Because I don't know if they're young. That one's pecking in the yard. Let me tell you, if you're alone, if you're a dove, dude, I'll think of, and you're paired up, I'll think about it. I'll be like, maybe I'll take you both. It's probably what I'll end up doing. But if you're by yourself, you're Gucci, dude. I mean, excuse me, you're the opposite of Gucci. I'm for sure taking you. I don't know. What am I trying to say? I like eating dove. You're fucked either way, pretty much. You guys want to see what it looks like? Hey, we got cut off the other day. Oh, you know what? I bet you my battery's gonna die now. Streaming eats fucking batteries alive, dude. Am I right? Yeah, okay. Trying to show it here. Streaming eats fucking batteries. It's gonna eat it. Okay, so they're all down in the brush. Here, let's go. This one's pecking on some seeds. Oh, there it is. There it is. See how well it's camouflaged? It's right next. It's right there. It's right there. At the tip of my finger wiggling around. Where's the other one? It's hard to see on this camera. She's right here. God, you can't see her at all, dude. She's camouflaged on the camera. Wow, they're okay. So they're together. They're down there. Can't even see them even moving, dude. They better be careful, because I sold one, or I gave a fucking KO Manny to these people over here. A beautiful one, man. She's gorgeous. And she's a deadly little fuck, dude. She's out here. She's gonna catch them fucking birds. She's a fast motherfucker, like a cheetah, dude. That's why I gave it. Because it was too beautiful, and the cat market was... Isn't that crazy? Sometimes, dude, cats paid my rent. They put money in my bank. Fucking, cats are hot right now. You mean? Last time, you had to give them away. Unless you wanted to abandon them. You had to give them away. And so I said, hey, I might as well give them to people that are close to me. That way I could keep a fucking eye and see how they develop and stuff. Hey, what's up, Dave Snipe? Yeah, that's for sure, bro. That's my my prayer, dog. I was listening to somebody like preaching and shit on YouTube, a fucking tape of somebody, and I was like, and they were saying, make a deal with God, dude, and then I was like, okay, God, give me the supreme hookup, and I'll take a vow to live in poverty, but redirect all that resource to people that really fucking need it, but didn't do anything to deserve it, and fucking don't put it, there's no strings attached or anything, just the same way I've gotten blessed in my life, right? Like, you know what I mean? Anytime I've had a problem, dude, somebody helps me out. It wasn't because I did anything to earn it. It wasn't because I'm a good person, right? Because I'm not. I'm a fucking psychopath and a master manipulator. And so I really appreciated that shit. And if I was ever in a position, it's because it was God, dude. I hear people saying that shit all the time. Preaching, like, look at what God did for you. Didn't he do it? You didn't even deserve it. Think about where you were when God brought you out of the fucking worst pit. You didn't deserve it and all this shit, right? That's real, right? That's God's way. So I'm like, That's good. You fucking use me to help people like that, because I appreciate the help. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be a poo-butt motherfucker forever that just fucking always needs help. I want to be able to fucking help people, be used by God to help people that fucking need it. Because I did just get some help, dude, big time, from some very fucking cool people, actually. I'm getting help right now by doing this job here, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a blessing. You could have hired anybody. Anyway, see how this one's rooted real good? I wet this ground last night. Real good. You got to get the ground real wet. This shit will grow in beach sand. Beach sand. With little to no nutrients. Eventually just the salty beach air feeding it. But at first you got to wet the ground. Pack it in there real good. We'll wet it some more. The best thing about this stuff is that once you cut it, dude, it's not going to die. It's not going to shrivel up. It's kind of like a potato, kind of like potatoes. If you leave it out in extreme, it might like shrink up a little bit. I don't know. But Dave Sniper, I like that. I like that, bro. Bless up. So anyway, that's my prayer. Exactly. Give me something so I can bless up, Lord. I mean, right now I need help. So that's not fucking cool. It's not cool because the people aren't sure, you know? Because you're a fucking master manipulator and a fucking psychopath. Well, let's go get more. Right? Which is true. But in a good way, right? Like I am. I'm a psychopath in a good way. Like, I don't like to see people getting picked on. I like to fuck people up that pick on other people. I like to fuck people up that hurt other people, dude, or look for people to do fucked up shit to. Because there's people out there. I've seen it, dude. I've seen it. It's not often because they're really good at hiding. But they know when to fucking, you know, sometimes you just see them, dude. You see them eyeballing that fucking prey or something, you know what I mean? And they catch a fucking glimpse. Man, I think, dude, check this out. The eyeball shit's coming back up. So where's everybody at? I guess nobody's on the internet this morning. They're putting shit in the air. Check the air out, dude. Look at this fucking air. It's like a mist. It even said in the weather report, this mist. Misty all day for Chula Vista, dude. Right after the fucking clinic, dog, where they just gave me a fucking suitcase full of dizzles. And I can't even get my head around it. I'm like, what? Like, you guys are paying for it too. That's the crazy part. They're like, we're gonna give you a whole suitcase full of dizzles. I don't even know how I got to this point. It's crazy. Like, I give them like a shit ton of clean UA of urine, but like, other than that, they just like, I was there so quick, dude. I remember at Christmas time having to get up and go, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this. And I was like, My clinic had closed. I didn't even relapse. I didn't even relapse, dude, or nothing. It didn't even cross my mind. I was just like, oh, I gotta find another clinic, fucking right away, dude. What? And I'm like I always stash some for like an earthquake. I know you need at least 1 day's worth, motherfucker. If a goddamn nuclear bomb or a massive earthquake happens, or even some fucking wildfires happen, dude, that cut off the fucking trail or backed up traffic so much. You don't have a window, then motherfucker, everybody know them goddamn clinics close early as hell. And you're gonna get over there and have some bullshit happen, you could miss it so easy, dude. You better have a fucking day's worth stashed at least. I had a fucking week's worth, dude. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't at, they're not, they don't give a fuck at the one that I was going to. And so, fucking, anyway, I think they're back open again. I don't know. I should go get a fucking, I need to put a week's worth on deck, dude. But this place gives me a week's worth. They give me a week's worth at a time. You believe that shit? And I was paying for the clinic. Dude, here's an example of how things work for good if you just do the right things, dude, and stay on track. So that clinic closed. All this turmoil and all this shit's going on. I had every excuse, every reason, legitimate reason, you know what I'm saying, to fucking keep the chimney smoking, right? You know what I'm saying? Hard work keeps the chimney smoking. I had every reason to fucking relapse, and I didn't. I was like, dude, I didn't even cross my mind. I was like, I gotta find another clinic. I have another clinic. I'm a fucking U.S. citizen. The fucking CDC runs a whole fucking clinic. The opioid crisis, there's one on every corner now. And because of Obamacare and shit, these motherfucking trolls are probably gonna pay for it, dude. Bet. Bitch. Bet. And guess what happened? I went in there. I said, you know what? The doctors usually fucking, they're in a small window of time. And I called ahead and was like, are you guys doing intakes? And they're like, yeah, why wouldn't we do that? Well, okay. All right. Never mind. Because it's changed a lot, dude. The doctor's on decky. That guy stays there, dude. Well, I've never seen that. You have like a small window and the doctor's there here and there. This motherfucker stays there. It might be an RN, but because they've streamlined it, they've changed it because of the opioid crisis, dude. And they're trying to get people in there, dude, and they still won't fucking go in there. That part, dog. That part. Like why you would choose to be on fentanyl or some fucking bullshit with no half-life. You have no idea the quality of what you're getting. And even if you do want to fucking, you have something to do and you want to control it, you can't. There is no one hit on Fenny, dude. At least on Tar, you'd be like, I'll take one hit. The sickness goes away and you're straight. And even though you want another, it makes you want another one, you go do what the fuck you gotta do. This shit, I don't see there ain't no middle, bro. It's like you got something to do and you just want to take one hit and stop the sickness and do it. You didn't do that and take one hit and stop the sickness, but there's no going and do nothing. They do that taco shit where they're like, where you see a motherfucker on the stand like this. You know what I'm talking about? You see them all the time, dude. I've done it. I've done it on Tar. You get a good one and you're right there. They're in their happy spot, dude. But you ain't gonna work like that. Fucking you ain't finna do shit except look like a fucking asshole. So why are you gonna do that? And then the half-life is 4 hours. So 2 or 3 hours from now you're gonna be fucking sick and have to do it again. You're just in a constant state of zombie. What the fuck? I can't do that. That's why it wasn't an option for me, dude. I just like, but how do people choose that, dude, instead of going to the clinic? I don't know. It just seemed like so quickly I was going in day by day. And then they straight up were giving me a fucking suitcase, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're exchanging clean pee like it's gold, dude. A junkie's clean pee with just their drugs in it. The exact fucking, it can't be a milligram off, dude. You know what I mean? They're like shaking your hand out the door. Oh, thank you, congratulations. Here you go. And like give you a fucking week's worth of fucking deals. Which is a lot of responsibility too, because then you got one goddamn eyeball on that fucking suitcase the whole time. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get one of those fucking suitcase goddamn handcuffs. But if you had that, bro, swear to God, that Kamasicle would take it right off. So, yeah, I'd rather you just take the fucking thing of dizzles and leave my hand. You know what I mean? But yeah, get your ass into a clinic, dude. If you need fucking, if you're on drugs, dude, you have a drug problem, and you want to better your life and be more high than what you're getting, dude, on more quality shit, dude, and they will give you what you want. You tell them maintenance. I don't want detox. I don't want fucking Subutex or any of that bullshit. I want maintenance. And fucking, they'll get you high. That's a fancy word for get me high, because that's the name of the game, dude. And then they know that. That's general consensus amongst addiction therapy, is that once a patient passes a certain point, dude, their brain has changed, and there's little to no chance of recovery. You have to maintain. That's why they call it maintenance. And those people are looking to maintain a certain high, and that drug is going to leave them 24 hours later, coming down to a place where they're going to want to get back up to. So you have to maintain that, or else they go back out into fucking streets and weird places looking for drugs, and they'll take things that people tell them it's one thing and it's really something else, and then the fentanyl, the line is real fucking, margin is very slim for error, so you could die easily, and it sucks, dude. And these people will basically pay you for clean urine, but by clean meaning it has the drugs that they're prescribing you in it, and you're not taking any more or less, you're taking exactly that, and that's it, dude. If you want to get that frog voice like Miley Cyrus, that shit starts hitting you and your voice level drops a couple of octaves. You guys have seen that Miley Cyrus video, right? They're like clowning her like she's a frog and shit. Hey, you guys, well, you know, when I wrote the song, I was she's talking like Froggy on Little Rascals all of a sudden. But I know what that is, dude. The fucking dizzles are hitting you, dude. They'll have you talking like Miley Cyrus and Froggy if you want, for free. And then the best part about it, these fucking assholes are going to be paying for it. It doesn't get no better, huh? But they got a hard time getting people in there. I don't know. Well, it's all fun and games, huh? Until the fucking earthquake happens, or till the shit. And then they're going to make... all you guys are going to have to go to the Dizzle camp. But, I mean, you know, I might not go, dude. Hopefully that happens when the fucking suitcase is full. Because I'm a master of that, dude. I'm a master of rapid detox with little to no repercussion, dude. We're sleeping every night. It might not be but 2 to 4 hours, but you know. That is so crazy, this old helmet. I thank you for that. Strap on spelled backwards is no parts. Is that crazy? That's insane. I'm looking at it. You ain't lying. I hope you're still in here, dude. This is like, boom. You knew just right to say what to say to the right guy, bro. Because this is like, wow. This is earth-shattering, dude. Wow. To me. I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Whatever, motherfucker. Just pay for my dizzles. Who's this guy? You know what I mean? I'm looking at it. I'm like, strap on. I'm like, what? I'm reading no parts backwards. Strap on. And it makes sense. It makes sense. That's crazy. I better get to work here, dude. I gotta move all this fucking ice plant. Look, that's fucking crazy. I just want to do some good content and alive at the same time. And my other one's cool. It's all right. But it's a little slow and it gets draggy. And, you know, plus I got the Naruto shit on. So I'm like, you know, it's cool and stuff. And it's, you know, it's ninja based. but it could be perceived and it is attractive to children, and I definitely don't want to do anything like even fucking remotely like that. I want kids around me like I want fucking cancer in my asshole, dude, for real. Because that's basically what they are, dude. Like, am I right? You know what I mean? I, I, I mean, it's like the cats are easy. They clean up after themselves pretty much. They fucking take care of themselves. Uh, it's like, um, it's like, yeah, you could lock them in a room. They go outside. You don't have to, like, you know what I mean? Like kids, you gotta worry about them. You gotta watch them. They fucking want shit. You gotta feed them. I mean, I guess you do that to cats too, but they just, I don't know, dude. Kids are a pain in the ass. They are. They ask a lot of questions. They got big fucking mouths. I think when somebody wants kids around, it's kind of a bit of a red flag, in my opinion. In my opinion, because kids are a total fucking pain in my ass. At least mine. I mean, my daughter was good. You know, maybe it's just my son. Boys are a handful. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, it's a red fucking flag, dude. It is. Even if you were like blessing up, as they say. Um, yeah, it's a hard one, man. I see why most people like don't. There's communities, dude, where you can't even have fucking kids around. A lot of retirement communities, a lot in Escondido. I've seen in Rancho Penasquitos. I bet you Florida's like that, like a motherfucker. What's going on with Florida, dude? I'm scared of Florida, man. That guy's gonna kill his chances. Like, who is gonna do all that work? All the farm work? Maybe the tweakers will. What if the tweakers stepped up? The young, familyless males that are just, you know, because they have a big tweak problem there. What if they start doing the farm work? Or what if, you know what I think's gonna happen? I think Florida's gonna fucking make it like that with old-fashioned fucking chain gangs. I wouldn't, you know. And then so what they're really gonna do is chase all the working age men out of that fucking state and all the illegal immigrants, and you know, you'll be paying $36 for a fucking thing of orange juice, but that's what you want, right? Isn't that what Florida is? That's what San Diego is, primarily an older population that has retirement money and retirement values, and that's a huge part. I'm not saying all of San Diego, but that's a huge part. I've seen it, dude. It's interesting. It's gonna be interesting. We're fucking living in crazy ass times, dude, for sure. Just looking at the fucking some weird shit. Weird shit, dude. Mainstream media, nobody's gonna be watching that shit anymore because they get paid to fucking do the things, and people on here do it too, but at least you have the choice to sift through it, and there's a lot of it. You know, that's why this is the future, dude. Because there has to be a lot of it. There has to be a lot of it. That's the only way it's going to work. Because the people sell out and have paid opinions here too. But there'll always be truth seekers and truth tellers, and that's going to become quite a commodity. I have a feeling. Dude, China figured out a way to do it. They said that they can't exist unless they figure something out for another 10 years with their population growth and their policies. And they found a way to do it. And TikTok was it. And you know what? The government allowed it to happen. It's what that Senate hearing was all about, and that whole fucking argument went away, right? People said it was a distraction or it was a ploy from the powerful people like Facebook and uh, 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 MySpace. You know what I mean? Like the old has-beens that don't want to go with the, the changing of the guard or the new fucking thing. And so they were like making campaigns to demoralize it and dehumanize it. That's how pot became illegal in the first place, because they were competing with petroleum, which was uh, coming up into the mix. Look it up. That's what United States parachutes were made out of, military uniforms. Everything was made out of hemp up until the fucking 20s or 30s. And petroleum started, petroleum figured out a way to make nylon. And nylon DuPont became a big fucking petroleum based situation, dude. They paid people, publishers, William Randolph Hearst, the biggest publisher at the time, to make short films and write articles demonizing this plant, because this plant that makes these uniforms just also happens to get you high. So we have an angle, and if we give it a Mexican name, it'll sound bad. So it's not called hemp or cannabis. It's given the term marijuana. That's William Randolph Hearst that did that at DuPont's paycheck. And it worked. Kind of worked, man. Oh, they also made that movie Reefer Madness. William Randolph Hearst, his publishing company, made the movie Reefer Madness. There was a whole plot, dude. It was a whole campaign that they went on. But anyway, that's what fucking hemp was doing. And it's kind of like we're like living in a modern version of that shit all over again, but with other things, like they were trying to do it to make TikTok the fucking new hemp, the new fucking. And guess what? It didn't work. The United States government agreed to let people go as long as they were willing to post and participate in it. It's literally like every person on TikTok, you just adopted fucking 100 Chinese people that you're paying the fucking bill for now. And they've incorporated it into the United States. They built that big fucking routing center for all the information from TikTok to go through in Texas. So that's it. Now we're all carrying 100 Chinese people, which is, I'm cool with that. I'm way cool with that, actually. In fact, I go to pick up my Chinese violin today. It came, it was delivered. I'm down, dude. I'll carry 1,000 of them. You know me. I'm about that life, dude. I'm about that kung fu shit. I'm into it, dude. Big time. Yep. So that's what's happening there, dude. But I think we should, dude, because Chinese people are like the first actual genetic human beings, dude. I think most Chinese people carry little to no Cro-Magnon DNA at all. You and me, for sure, have Cro-Magnon DNA, dude. Europeans, I think, have the most than anybody in the world. Well, you could see it now. You could see it in like Eastern European bloc. How does this look? Spread them out a little bit. Water it. I planted this big clump yesterday because I took it from down here. You guys want to go see where the bodies are at? Let me turn the camera on so I could do the Ted Bundy facial manipulations. You guys want to see where the bodies are at? I'll take you down here. Let me just, oh, dude, you guys want to hear a good story? I want to see in the chat who's in here. I'll give you a good slab story, dude, about planting of corn. And this is like a spiritual story and a demonic story and like crazy shit. It involves Camp Goonies. Like it's got all the fucking. But if you don't know about any of those things or who that is, then it's not even worth telling the story. But that's what I'm saying. Like, who's in here? Who wants to hear this fucking crazy story? I got a crazy fucking story about some crystal meth users that were losing their battle badly, dude. And they were fighting on several fronts. They were fighting on the spiritual warfare of fucking drug addiction. They were fighting against the natural elements, which was peak summertime. I think it was 129 degrees that day. You know, it was like 111 at fucking 9 or 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever time this fucking took place. And this person, okay, an unknown person, started filtering and pumping water and was being very giving, promoting himself and the water, doing a lot of free deliveries, people that needed it. And so people were coming by out of the woodworks and, you know, asking for something. Some of them were really needy. And there was this one kid, he had to have been 70 pounds. Okay, he was probably almost 6 feet tall, 70 pounds. It looked like he had no life on him, in him at all, dude. You know what I mean about like life force? You could just like see in somebody's eyes, or the way they're moving around, or just like there's a lot of things, dude. You know, like there's life force there. This kid had no life force, so much so that it was remarkable. Well, I was just like, oh, dude, poor thing, you know? And he was trying to get water. And so here he is, obviously on meth, because he's coming from a meth cab. And I heard them having some kind of conversation. And the person that was giving him water goes, help me real quick plant these corns, because that's what he was doing when this person came over and asked for water. And the way this fucking dude, okay, of course, you know, I hear this. You say the word fucking work anywhere around me, I could be getting up to take a piss. If I walk by something, dude, and there's people doing it needs to be done, I'm gonna jump in, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's just who the fuck I am. I'm just a real busy person. I can't stay still, even if I try. I find myself slowly doing it. Anyway, so this fucking fool, I'm walking by and I said, oh, corn planting, dude, nice. And I had a bunch of corn sprouts and shit too. So I was like, oh, yeah, let's fucking get these going. And so I'm in there planting them. This kid's planting them. I could see that he, you know, was having a hard time or was tired or whatever. I'm like, I'm just gonna, you know, help him to fucking get this done quick. When he was doing it, I'm telling you, he looked like he wanted to fall over. He was going like, like that. You know what I mean? Not like that. The normal person would do. And then when he was putting them in, he was like, I swear to God, this is what caught my attention, because I'm looking at the guy. I'm looking over like, you know what I mean? I'm right here, bro. I'm right here, homie. On my hands and knees, planting these fucking things. And I'm looking at this motherfucker like, what the fuck is wrong with this? He's like, okay, like the other thing. And even the fucking corn looked like it was fucking sad and going through it, dude. It was like all, like fucking all wilted over, and like his energy, dude, was making that fucking corn even be like, ugh. I swear to God, dude. I was like, fuck, dude. And like put my hand on his shoulder, like, hey, bro, give him a little bit of enough energy to get the fuck up, and like, come on, grab your water. And he grabs his water. And I'm like, dude, are you okay? Like, do you need something to eat? Like, what's up, dude? And he's like, oh, I'm just really tired. I gotta get this water back to my place. And so he starts, dude, it was like 2 5-gallon fucking jugs. Like, you know how heavy that is? And this motherfucker didn't even weigh 70 pounds. He's like, the fucking plant and him are like wilting over. He's like, didn't even have enough strength to fucking push the dirt together like that. It was crazy. And I'm like, bro, you're gonna walk that water up there to the upper slabs, to the upper canal. Like where all the upper fucking roads are, where all the slabs are, dude. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, how are you gonna get up the hill? He's like, I don't know, I just take one. It usually takes me like all day. It's like, takes you all day. Like, okay, yeah, you probably fucking catch a ride or something, you know? But at that time, I was like, nah, dog, here I am. I got a fucking wife, kids with me, everything I need, you know? I'm like, wow, like, I feel like very grateful, dude. I felt sorry for him, dude. And I was like, bro, I'll give you a fucking ride up there with the water. So I threw the fucking water in the truck. And he goes, hold on a minute, let me get my bag. And I was like, okay. And he goes, the bag doesn't, oh, he started, okay, so I'm like, so he goes and gets the bag. I'm sitting in my pickup truck. And then he fucking he's doing something on the bumper, dude, on the rear bumper. I'm like, what the fuck's this motherfucker doing? Then he comes in and he gets in the back of the cab of the truck. I had some people were sitting in the front, shotgun and shit. And my son was like in the middle next to me, so there was no room. So he gets in the back and I go, hey, what are you doing? What'd you do? He goes, oh, I tied my bag onto the bumper because it doesn't smell good. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, what the fuck does that mean? I might have said it one time out loud, but I kept, like, I definitely kept repeating it in my head, like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, make me motherfucking understand, bro. I don't understand what that means. And it was like fucking with me so hard that when I got back, because he's telling me from the fucking back of the truck, go right, go left, right here, yeah, okay, right here. And I drop him off. And I get out, dude, because I had to know, right? And I run to the back, like, to see, and yeah, sure enough, there was like a little fucking plastic bag, grocery bag, on the fucking tow hitch, and it smelled bad, dude, like death. Like rotting death, right? Like as a taxidermist, I know there's nothing, like you would never want that around you. That right there, that smell, that death that's coming out of there, there's nothing good about that. Right? There's nothing good, bro, about that part. You know? That part might actually kill your plants, right? The only thing it's good for is possums and fucking flies. So I go, dude, what's in the bag, bro? I got to know. Well, see, there's that. I got to know. Master manipulator, dude. Hey, is it master manipulation or is it communication? Being a gifted communicator. I said, I got to know. And I look, and he's like, oh, it's just maggots. And I'm like, oh, it's just maggots. Like, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's just maggots. What? I'm like, bro, you have no life force. I was like, dude, you know what you should do? I was like, bro, you should just get out of this place. I'll give you a ride. Like, let's just go right now, dude. You need help. You're not gonna, you look like you're gonna die, dude. You have no life force. And I was like telling him, I'm like, bro, and what are you gonna do with the maggots? He's like, oh no, it's for a fucking, it's to feed the chickens. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But, like, most people have an automatic chicken bucket where you just throw your waste in a bucket and then you have a tube going up so that the rate of maggots squirming out of that contraption is slower than the rate that the chickens can eat them, right? So like that's how most people have it. Why? I mean, I get it. You just wanted quick available food, but if like you have a chicken, so what? You're eating one egg, 2 or 3 eggs at a time, like a week? This is what I'm thinking in my mind. You know what? I couldn't help but thinking, dude, that he was probably eating the maggots. And like some people, dude, their minds are that far gone. And that fucking filth has them like that because you probably could do it and not die or like get sick or dysentery, or maybe that's what he had and that's why he was doing that. I don't understand. Or you were just giving him to your chicken, but you're super methed out. And he was telling me how he was, I was like, bro, like, why don't you do this and that? Like, giving him some pointers. And he's like, oh no, I got something going for myself. I'm learning mechanics. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, and he's like, I'm taking a transmission apart right now. And I was like, okay, that's good. Like, I was thinking, okay, that's good. Like, I can't argue with that. Like, learn mechanics, dude. And like, man, that's what it's like to be a young person. You haven't mastered something yet. Okay, like, you go, man. You know? But in my mind, I couldn't help but thinking, this guy is probably just living hit for hit. There's no money out there at all. So like anything that does come through, dude, you're probably taking that fucking down to the cent, hit for hit, and there's nothing left over. And you're either feeding the maggots to a chicken or doing anything you can to keep this chicken alive so that you can eat 1 or 2 eggs a week. Or you're eating the maggots. Like, either way, and it's not good, dude. Smoking meth, dude. That part, bro, that part. Are we just going to ignore that part? You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. It's easy for me to say because it's not my thing, dude, but that was weird. And I got back in the car and I was like, and Rosa was like, what the fuck was that about? And I was like, dude, that guy had a bag full of maggots. And she's like, oh, I was wondering what that fucking smell was. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And where did he get them from? How did fucking, who on the fucking, this is what I want to know. Because I was staying there at the time. I want to know who in the fuck at Camp Goonies had maggots like that. That many fucking maggots on deck, dude. We're like, oh man, I could really use some maggots. Oh, what? Word? I got you, dog. Don't trip. Here, go plant these corns. I'll be right back with your bag of maggots. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Is nobody gonna fucking talk about that? That's the kind of crazy shit. Like, you can go out there, dude, and make a video, or you could even camp the night. What? That wasn't so dangerous. But you know what, man? Stay there a week or fucking 2 months, and like, you know, get to know people and fucking walk around and see shit, experience shit, dude. You're gonna see crazy fucking shit like that. That's like on a fucking hardcore spiritual level, dude. It's all fucking demonic. It's all bad. I don't care how motherfuckers want to paint that shit. It's not good, dude. And it's definitely, there's some mind control going on there to definitely direct people that are, you know, psychotic, dude. Psychotic, very self-centered, narcissistic people. Some of them bad people, real bad, dude, real bad. Like, you'll use shit like stealing and killing, and is like normal. That's called like breathing air and fucking you know what I mean? I'm talking about real bad, dude. Phew. Like shit you wouldn't even think. Like if you have to think, like damn, people do that. Maybe it makes me wonder, like, what's my bad thing? What's my bad thing? I don't know.